Penguins. My name is Hayley and working with me I have Kirsha. And what we'll do is we'll feed and then chat to you afterwards. So if you could please think of some questions while we're feeding. Okay, stand by. Thank you.
Mira, mira cómo se ponen en filita. Mira, mira. Ay, va a irse corriendo. Un anillo. Todos tienen. Aquel también. Mira, mira, mira cómo van saliendo. Ay, no, come de a poquito este. ¿Qué le pasa? Hasta que abre el pico. ¿Te lo trago? Mira, ¿qué le cuesta abrir el piquito?
Okay, so welcome to the feeding of the African penguin. They used to be known as the jackass penguin, but officially were renamed the African penguin about 4 years ago. I guess that's, well, it's very apt because they are the only African penguin we have, and they are, I guess maybe the jackass penguin wasn't very nice to call it that. They are an endangered species, they're also endemic, so they're only found here on the tip of southern Africa. No, the southern tip of Africa. And they are also endangered. That's Chuck over there eating his fish. There are less than 60,000 of these birds left in the world. And that's not very many if you consider that about 100 years ago there were approximately 1.5 million of them. So their numbers are very, very low at the moment. Hello, Gaia. So the birds all have names, and you might be wondering how we know who is who. Have a look at them, see if you can figure out how do we identify them. Any ideas? How do I know the difference? That's right, it's the chest that I'm looking at, it's the spots particularly. And those spots remain with them for life just as well. Otherwise I wouldn't know who was who. This is Neptune here, he's got a big black spot on his throat. There you go, thank you Neptune. So what can we do, that's Zuki, what can we do to assist the penguin population and try and ensure that it comes up? First of all, let's look at the history of the species, and that might give us some indication as to why they are now endangered. We used to eat their eggs. In the 1800s we discovered we have a taste for their eggs. What's going on here? Everyone's just spitting their fish around. And it wouldn't have mattered if we had just taken a few eggs, but the estimate, this is Tasman, that's Tasman, who just came off the nest. Have a look in there, there are 2 eggs. Did you see the eggs that are in there that Tasman just came off? Oh, so that was 3 plain fish. Can you see the eggs?
No.
Yeah, he's a good dad. Look at him. He rushes off and he goes right back. And sometimes his mate, Diesel, will leave him on the nest for days. She's naughty. Tasman is the dad. Yeah, don't ask. Alan is a mom, by the way. So Alan's a girl, Tasman's a boy. And sometimes it just happens that way. That's Diesel over there. So that's the mom of the eggs over there. The eggs are laid and incubated by both the male and the female, and they hatch out about 38 to 42 days later. So Tasman and Diesel's eggs are due on the 23rd of February. Yeah, well, Alan doesn't eat very well from me, but she's here now. No. So in the 1800s we started eating their eggs, and we took something like 13 million eggs from them. Hard to imagine they might survive that. We also discovered a use for their guano. This is Ioba. And the use for the guano was fertilizer, and The guano is the feces. There's a little bit of white feces on the rocks over there, you might notice. There were thick layers of guano way back in the day, and they would burrow into that as a nesting site. And very importantly, because the guano protected them from the predators and also from the harsh sunlight and the heat, the temperatures of summer. It's breeding season at the moment. We've got a few eggs, as I mentioned, and in here it's nice and cool, it's climate control. But out on the beaches and that, it's very, very hot. You're going to waste this, I know you. That's Neptune, he's pretty naughty. Neptune and Chuck, the most dominant birds on the beach. Diesel also, although she's not as bad. So the guano is used as nesting material. Now that they don't have that, they are suffering the heat and also from predators. And so when it becomes too hot to handle now, the parents simply abandon the nest and go swimming in the ocean to cool down, leaving the babies, the eggs, everything open to predation. Predators are a big deal. The kelp gulls are the nest invaders. If there are eggs, they steal the eggs. So do genets, mongoose. Feral cats are a problem. And in Namibia, on the beaches, it's the jackal. So what are we doing about all of this? It's all pretty dismal. Well, there is a website that you can visit. It's penguinpromises.com. Visit that. You'll get a lot more information from there than what I can give you here today. Penguinpromises.com will also show you how you can make a difference to the penguins by making a promise. And our promise that we ask of you is that you make a promise to the environment. Because by doing that, you have a knock-on effect with helping species such as the penguins. So what are some of the things you could do? That's Chuck. Let's see if he eats that. He likes to throw his fish in the water over there, feeding the rock lobsters, who will clean up after us and after him. There you go, Chuck. Eat that one. The fish is taken down without chewing. He's not actually chewing. He's just trying to get the position right. Oh, yes, you made it. Well done, Chuck. Good one. And this is his mate, Belinda. I have a feeling they're going to lay eggs pretty soon. And there's Diesel, who doesn't really want to eat but loves to scavenge from other birds. Nothing like a little competition. If Belinda gets close enough, Diesel will swallow that. Come on, chase her, Belinda. Chase her. Oh, Diesel, he's such a tease. Come on, eat that. There you go. It's like pulling teeth, eh? One for Diesel, which I'm very glad about because she is the mom who just came off eggs, remember?
Ay, pobrecita.
Most of the rock is crawling over there. We'll be feeding them next. So an idea of a penguin promise, something to do with the environment. Well, consider your carbon footprint. See if you can lower it by making use of car-free Fridays, or cycle to work, walk, use a carpool, meat-free Mondays. The generation of meat on this planet is one of the biggest reasons for carbon dioxide emissions, CO2. So look at your carbon footprint. Save water, save electricity, lots of ways to do that. Recycle everything. Well, I want to talk about that plastic bag next, so just hang in there. Recycle plastic, glass, cans, paper, and your food scraps. So what do I have to say about the plastic bag? Okay, listen carefully. Never, ever, 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 never, ever again take a plastic bag from the store. You don't need it. Your world doesn't need it. There are many alternatives. Shopping basket or a nice sturdy canvas bag that will last you forever. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to pick on you. It's nothing personal, but a great example. Thank you. The problem with plastic bags, let me give you a quick rundown, is not many people reuse them over and over. 96% of all bags end up in the landfill. And apparently Cape Town has about 5 years left of landfill. Not good. And what happens is that quite often you come home from the store, you've used the bag for, 20 minutes, if that. You unpack all your groceries and now you have 5 plastic bags and you don't know what to do with them. You think, oh, I've got so many of these. So you throw them away. And the problem is there is no away. There's not some planet up there called away. It doesn't go anywhere. It goes to the landfill on Monday morning when the trash is collected. It lasted you 20 minutes from the store. It could sit in the landfill for anything up to 1,000 years. It just doesn't biodegrade. It's made of petroleum. which is a very rapidly dwindling resource, natural resource. They are shipped miles and miles and miles around the world over the oceans in big containers. Sometimes those ships go down spilling oil. If they end up in the environment, remember about 96% go to landfill, 4% some will get reused, recycled or discarded into nature. And a plastic bag floating in the ocean looks like a jellyfish.
Yeah.
And that is the favorite food of a turtle. Once the turtle swallows the bag, end of turtle. And many, many turtles wash up, and whales, and dolphins, and sea birds having ingested plastic bags. Once the bird or the animal decomposes, the plastic bag is set free, and it carries on its life of destruction. So no more plastic bags. And we've become very lazy, haven't we? And you really don't need them. And if you would like to sign a petition online, we're going to have this plastic bag banned in South Africa from all retail stores. It will happen. It has happened in many other countries. We're just a bit slow. Then go to rethinkthebag.org. Rethinkthebag.org. And have your say. If you feel that way inclined, sign that petition online and let's see what we can do. Right, are there any questions about the penguins or anything that I've said perhaps, anything confusing, something you've noticed that you'd like to know about? Anything. Don't be shy. Just to give you a quick rundown, the birds have just come out of their molt. So they're all looking nice and shiny new. They're eating quite a lot, but that's slowing down a little as they start nesting. So I mentioned we've got 2 eggs for Diesel and Tasman over here. Up top on the left, that is George and Gaia's nest, 1 egg there this morning. And in the next 2 days we will notice a second egg. So I do check the nest every morning. These two are getting pretty cozy. And actually I haven't seen Doris, she's in here today, so I'll be checking that nest tomorrow and see if there's any action. So it looks like the birds have pretty much had their fill. I hope they're happy. I hope you are too. Thank you for joining this feed, and maybe you've learned something about the African penguin and about the environment. And don't forget, we'll be feeding on that beach next. So thank you so much and have a fantastic day. Bye.